Yeah, but drivers are not going to do that when they just drive into another car on purpose.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah?
Literally, that's what you would do. Here's the next driving instructor secret hack. The next tip. This is my brother. He wants to be a driving instructor. So I'm putting him to the ultimate test. I'm now a pupil. I'm now a learner driver. I'm going to pretend that I can't drive. We're back in our famous car, red car, yellow car with a red door. You know the one. Thanks to Turo, we've got this car back again and I'm in the hot seat. So for this, I'm going to drive and you're going to teach me. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to make common mistakes that real lesson pupils actually make, like all the time.
Not that you make all the time.
No.
No, of course not.
So, and then you have to catch the mistakes and coach me out of the mistakes. And if you miss a mistake, I'll let you know that you've missed a mistake.
Okay, right.
So you missed the first one.
Yeah, you didn't do your checks, man.
No, I didn't. So that's on you to pull me up. Otherwise,
Okay.
if you don't pull me up, I don't know. So then I'll just keep making the same mistake. And then if I'm allowed to make the same mistake enough times, it becomes an ingrained habit.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep throwing them in, throwing them. I did another one. Did you catch that?
No.
Didn't check over my blind spot before.
Okay. And you didn't check, did you check your mirror?
Before I did a U-turn. Actually, I did.
Just now.
Yeah. Oh my God, this car's so hard to drive.
Thank you, thank you.
How have you been driving this? This is the third video that me and Ben have done. The first two, because he wants to be a driving instructor, I put him to his paces on the natural driving test. Now, I'm a pupil and he has to do a teaching test. How good is he at teaching me how to drive? Turning left at the end. Watch me. I'm gonna keep messing up and making mistakes.
Okay, next time, mate, just slow down a bit when you get to the end of the road, just to make sure there's nothing coming, yeah?
And then you've got to adjust the root cause of why I went too fast. Can you think why that happened? What could I do differently other than just go slower that will help me on the next giveaway line?
Next time, just be more aware of what's coming up in front of you.
Yeah, I know there's a giveaway line, fine.
Okay.
yeah, it's fine. I know there's a giveaway line coming up. I'm turning left on it.
Yeah, just respect the line and every time.
And unless you identify what the root cause of the fault was, I'm just going to keep making the same mistake. How was that?
A bit too fast, man.
Yeah, why?
Yeah. Are you in a rush? I don't know.
Can you see what the mistake I made was? Actually, I was in third gear for both of those corners.
Oh, wow.
And if I'd have switched down into a lower gear, I would have been, by default,
Slower.
going much slower. Yes.
Yes, okay.
Mirror, signal. Oh my God, it's so hard to turn. Have I ever driven a car with no power steering? I don't know.
That's mad.
I don't think I have. This is so new. Right, sick. Catch that one?
I don't know what's going on.
When you're a driving instructor, problems can come at you thick and fast. So what you need to be doing, should I give you a massive tip?
Yes, please.
This is what I do when I'm a driving instructor, right? In the passenger seat, I'm still driving.
Yeah, okay.
So right now, you, in your head, are driving.
Yeah.
What's coming up next and what would you do about it? So we're coming up to a parked car. If I don't move, I'll crash into it. So
right.
So in your head, you're going to move, but what else do you need to do to facilitate that move round to the right? Mirror check. We need to know there's nothing on our right before we swerve right. So in your head, as we're driving down the road, let's take this black car, this black Corsa in front of us. You can see the black Corsa.
Yeah.
In your head, you're thinking, I'm moving to the left and I'm checking my mirror.
Yeah.
So if I don't do either of those things, you catch me.
Okay. Okay, next time check your mirrors, okay?
That's it, there you go. That is the key right there. So try and intervene verbally, but if I don't do anything...
Stop!
Anything there? Was that a problem? How was that? Was that good?
I don't think you did the full checks before you reversed.
Definitely didn't.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing what you expect me to do, or what you would be doing if you were in the driving seat, if you catch it early enough, then you can intervene. So what I was hoping was you would tell me to check my mirrors, because by the time you're screaming stop, I should have checked my mirrors probably 4 seconds ago. So by you telling me to check my mirrors, you're then intervening in the fact that I'm missing steps in this process, in the move around the silver car process, right?
Sure.
So I'm going to turn right, mirror, signal.
Well done, that was much better. Well done.
Was it? That was terrible. I'd literally failed a driving test for that.
Oh, because you crossed into the other lane, did you?
I cut the corner, yeah.
Stop, please. Stop.
I thought you'd catch that one because I was looking directly at you when I should be checking the mirrors.
Okay.
Oh, it's difficult, isn't it? Actually.
Yeah, but drivers are not going to do that where they just drive into another car on purpose.
No, literally. You'd be surprised.
Yeah?
Yeah. So right now, I should be checking my mirrors to tell me to check the mirrors.
Check your right mirrors and
then tell me to move right.
Move across, yeah.
Because by the time you're thinking, why is he not doing something?
So you can't assume that they're going to do something sensible.
No.
Okay.
Because I literally don't know how to drive. The only things I know about driving are what you've taught me.
But you know that crashing into another car is bad, right? As a person.
There's so much going on in my head
that
actually things like that do get missed.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Or like, what a common one is hard to judge spatial awareness.
Okay,
how am I doing right now?
Check your left mirrors and move across, please.
I thought I was fine, but actually, I guess I wasn't.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Saving lives on a daily basis. Driving instructors are heroes.
Yeah, you got to think quick.
So fast.
Be quick with your communication.
You get used to it though. It's a good skill.
Yeah.
Because eventually you'll just see he hasn't changed his mirrors. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to do this, and then you start to guide with verbally. As a great driving instructor, you should be able to use your pedals, your secondary pedals, and touch my steering wheel as little as possible. So you don't need to let me crash. Just steer right for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to steer. What's now what? Literally, that's what you would do.
Okay.
I'm holding the steering wheel straight and I'm about to touch another car, you'll just nudge me right.
Yeah.
If you can't verbally intervene in time for me to steer right, then you're going to steer right for me.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm not going to crash into a Porsche.
See, my problem is I always think about what I'm going to say before I say it. Like, there's always that buffer of thinking about what I'm going to say. Getting rid of that would be helpful. Where you just say what you're thinking straight away.
A buffer? Do you think about what you say before you say it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, maybe I have the opposite problem. That's why I edit. That's why I always edit stuff and I never do lives.
Yeah, but I still say dumb stuff, so it doesn't really.
I was cussing out your driving with how bad this car is.
Come on.
I rate you. Turo lent us this car as a funny joke because they knew I was taking up Ben for a couple of driving lessons. Wouldn't it be funny if we had like the worst car, the famously worst car on TV?
Yeah, literally. Stop, please, stop.
Thank you. Yeah, Turo's got such a mad range of cars. I asked for an Audi R8 to teach you in. They were like, that's not funny, Francis.
Yeah?
No, I didn't ask for an Audi R8. But next time, the app's so sick. Whatever car you want, they've got it. Hire it, done. I'm going Spain.
Oh,
I tell you, I'm going Spain.
No, you never told me.
Taking Adrian to Spain.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I'm not hiring an Audi R8, but I'm hiring a little Fiat 500.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Just so I can feel like at home, away from home. Oh. It's not an above, but like, I'm still safe in this.
Yeah.
I'm still safe with my Italian, you know?
You look like a giant in this though.
Do I?
Yeah, a little bit. When you get out, it's like, damn.
I would have this car at home. I'd never drive it. I'd just look at it. And like, if it was outside on my driveway, I'd look at it and smile. I'd just be like, this car is nice.
It's your little baby.
Yeah, I'm not driving it at all. If I was to drive it, I'd have to... Oh shit, handbrake's stuck. Oh, no.
That's cool.
Got it. All right, let's go. Woo!
Okay, move over to the left, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Next time, always try and keep in the middle of
okay.
your lane, okay?
What's really useful as a driving instructor for you to be able to teach me better is if you identify the root cause of why I did something. So like, if you're not sure, just ask me, why were you positioning next to that line there?
Yeah, why were
And then I'll say, because I'm using that as a guide of how I should drive on the road.
Okay.
Or I think I'm in the middle. And then you can help me identify where the middle is, and you can just say, check your left mirror, where's the curb? Oh yeah. Check your right mirror, oh bloody hell, yeah.
Okay.
Because those two items should be the same distance away from my car in the mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I can see the curb and the white line is the same distance, boom.
Makes sense. Okay. Can you stop?
I've never had a people that's done.
Yeah. So why were you in a turn left lane to go straight on?
Was I?
Yeah.
What happened?
You're in the wrong lane. You should have been on the right lane. Okay.
Oh, to go straight?
To go straight. So next time, just check the road marking, see which way.
That's the root cause. Yes. I didn't check the road markings.
Check the arrows, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Is it that hard? Is it actually that hard?
It's not that hard, but like stuff like which gear. Slow down, please. Stuff like which gear you're in. So being aware of that is like, yeah.
Okay, here's the next driving instructor secret hack. The next tip that I've got for you. Pupils will make mistake from 3 places. Hands, eyes, and feet. There's nowhere else you can make a mistake from, depending on what's coming up next. So say there's a traffic light coming up next and you've told me to turn left. Where are you gonna look next? You're gonna look at my face to see what my eyes are doing, because the next thing I should be doing is checking my mirrors. Then you're gonna look at my hands, because the next thing I should be doing is repositioning and indicating.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna look at my feet, because the next thing after that I should be doing is slowing down. Hands, eyes, and feet. If you're looking in the right place, you'll catch all the mistakes. So like right now, we're coming up to a slow moving thing. You should be looking at my feet. Is he slowing down? He's making no effort to slow down, so I'm gonna tell him to slow down.
Okay.
Actually, let's turn right, because we don't want to sit in traffic. That's boring. So now like you're looking at my steering because I'm going around a junction, and now you're looking at my face because I should be checking my mirrors because I'm in a new road.
You have to check your mirrors after you turn into a new road?
Yeah, see what's behind you.
To see what's behind you?
Yeah.
But you've just seen what's behind you by going past it.
Why do you need to check your mirrors as you go into a new road? Someone could, like a motorbike could have followed you into a road and then be overtaken. So like I just need to know and update myself on my surroundings.
Fair enough.
So now, slowing down.
I've not heard that one before.
Check my eyes to make sure I'm checking my mirror, and check my hands and feet to make sure that you know what's coming up next. You know what you would be doing about it.
So I need to be angled towards you.
Let's turn right on the roundabout. Where are you looking first?
Your face,
eyes,
yeah.
Check mirrors. Now my hands. Is he doing what I'm expecting him to do? And next, the feet, and then steering. Look at the bit that you need to see, and if I'm not doing the thing that you expect me to be doing, then you verbally intervene.
Yeah.
And then if it's too late to verbally intervene, you can physically intervene by steering for me or pressing pedals. It's just about you keeping ahead. And there's a thing that the examiners that assess you will be saying, something like, did you stay on top of the lesson, or did you keep ahead of the pupil? Are you one step ahead of the pupil?
Okay.
Or is the lesson starting to run away from you? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like right now, tell me to move right. Yeah, now you're ahead of me.
Yeah.
But if there's so much stuff coming up, every driving instructor has this sometimes, there's just so much stuff coming up and happening all at once that the lesson gets ahead of you, and then you just need to pull over.
Okay.
Then you can talk through all of the mistakes that have just happened, so now you're ahead of me, and then we can set off again.
My driving instructor used to do that all the time.
What, pull over?
Just pull over, mate.
Yeah,
Let's have a debrief.
Sometimes so much has happened that you just need to pull over. What are you expecting me to do next? Check my
your mirrors.
Yeah. But I haven't checked my mirrors, so then you're going to tell me to.
Okay.
Boom.
In case there's someone overtaking you.
Motorbike, cyclists. And you could say, oh, I could hear that, but cyclists are silent. And at the speed that we should be going down this road, a cyclist could be keeping up with us and overtaking. So also telling me the danger, or like the reason why. So many pupils come to me and they're like, oh, I've been told that, but I didn't know why.
Yeah.
So I wasn't doing it because it felt like that old driving instructor was like
felt pointless.
It felt pointless. But if you tell me why, oh yeah, cyclists are silent. Damn, that could be my sister on her bike.
Yeah.
Oh damn, yeah. You know what, bro? I will check it. Driving lessons are so fun. It's actually so fun.
I can tell you're really sort of like. There's probably no one in the world that's more knowledgeable about it than you are.
Oh, other instructors would know the same. Well, no.
I don't know.
Some instructors would not care that much and they'll just go to work. But other instructors that care, like I can think of one person in particular, my mate Vicky, she properly cares so much about like making every pupil that comes through her car doors as safe as possible. And know as much as possible.
Yeah.
And look after them, like she actually feels responsible for looking after them as well, which is beautiful. Which is why when you get a great instructor, you've actually hit the jackpot, because there's no way of telling whether a driving instructor is great or not, because like you have no frame of reference. You're going to book this guy, it's your first driving instructor ever. How do you know if they're good or if they're bad?
Yeah.
And you don't have anything to reference it on. So when you hit a good driving instructor, you've actually hit the jackpot. Don't pick the cheapest driving instructor, because you'll pay peanuts and get monkeys.
Yeah, that makes sense, man.
I'm definitely not doing what you think I should be doing then. I had no hands on the steering wheel.
You tricking me, man.
Hey, no hands.
Okay, put your hands on the steering wheel.
Okay.
Let's take it easy. Check your speed. Are we in a 20 or 30?
30.
That's good.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Why did you do that?
Why did you do that, you idiot?
No, did you not notice the speed bump there?
No, I didn't, no.
Okay.
So what you could have done is the lesson's getting ahead of you now, instead of you're ahead of the lesson. So as I'm accelerating,
okay, slow down.
Yes.
Yeah. There's what's coming up?
Speed bump. Okay. Same. I see it. I'm slowing down. Yep. After you've done 4 driving lessons in one day, your last lesson is going to be you tired. So you will miss these things.
Okay.
So it's important for it to be like second nature. You're just always ahead of the learner driver in the driving seat. Can you imagine actually like a mistake like that could lead to people dying?
Yeah.
Like I was going to say it could lead to a crash, but actually worse than that, it could lead to, I didn't catch you speeding up. Yeah. The pupils looking elsewhere and we just hit a pedestrian on a pedestrian crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke. I think as a driving instructor, you need to know theory. There should be some kind of driving test, maybe not as hard as it is, but the teaching test should be 3 parts, if anything, not the other way around.
Next time, check your right mirror when you move into another lane.
Oh, sick. Yeah, bro. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Nearly stalled. This car's great. Car's bloody great. Do you know what? We were cussing this car. Well, I was cussing it when I first drove it. I'm into it.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it loads. Wish I could keep this longer. Do you know what you can actually do? On Turo, if you're not done with the car, you can, on the app, you can just extend it.
Okay.
Yeah. And if the owner of the vehicle doesn't mind, they'll just let you extend it.
Nice.
So you don't have to worry about like late drop-off fees and stuff.
Yeah.
If you're late, you can just like, can I have a bit more time? Whoever owns the car blatantly won't mind, so they can just, you can't get that flexibility with like a rental car service. Turo, let's go. Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Turo is the one.
Turo is the one. Now we've done a little drive. How do you...
Keep your hands on the wheel, please.
How do you feel about teaching driving? You think something you could get into?
I feel intimidated now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Why?
I don't know.
With some more practice of doing that more, with me and with real pupils, so what you'll do for your training is you'll have a real pupil in the driving seat, or you'll have your driving instructor in the back so that they can guide you and tell you what to say, what to do, and then you can have some feedback as well afterwards.
Fair,
with that set up, do you think that you could get through the training?
I hope so.
Or are you done now?
No, I hope so.
Yeah?
I want to, yeah.
Was that fun?
It was scary.
It's scary, okay.
It was...
And I'm actually not going to crash because I know how to drive.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure some of the stuff you were doing, mate.
So that's the end of the series. Ben, will you be a driving instructor? Will he? Will he not? I'll update you here. Maybe we can do some more of this on the channel. In my car so we can get aircon?
Yes, please. Oh
yeah?
My God, get rid of this.
Okay, sick. Wish Ben luck on his journey of becoming a driving instructor. Get in the comments, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, bye!